Good afternoon, it's Patrick the Okie Shaver. Wanted to do a video today. I haven't done one in quite some time, 6 months or so, I'm thinking. It's December the 23rd, I think it is. I don't know what time it is. I took off work today and I'm trying not to keep too close track of time. It was 45 degrees yesterday or so, yesterday late afternoon, and it's 8 degrees now with the north wind about 20 some odd miles per hour. So yeah, major changes here in the weather. Anyways, I digress, as they say. Today we'll be using I've got this Flairtip, black Flairtip. It's my birth year quarter, so P3 1970. The third quarter of 1970 is where this come from. I picked this up this summer. It's a pretty neat little bowl, and it's got I think that's ceramic or porcelain or something, and in it we have a puck of vintage Williams. This is a really neat deal. I bought it at an antique shop. It's got a place for your thumb, really nice flowers here carved in it. I polished it once. It looks like it needs it again. But yeah, I give, I don't know, 15 bucks or something like that for it. Really couldn't pass it up. Like I said, we've got vintage Williams in that. I've got a Semogue Texugo Excelsior, or Excelsior Texugo, however you say it. I don't know. It's a badger knot in this, and I've got it lathered up already. And then we've got vintage Avon. It's pipeful is what this is called, and it's got tie winds in it. I've been on kind of a brute kick lately, and this tie winds reminds me of brute, or brute reminds me of tie winds. Tie winds is actually better. It's woodsier to me. I care a great deal for it. And in the razor we have a Gillette Wilkinson sword from India. I just bought a few more of these. I bought this package of them. There's 330 blades in here, and it was $22.50 shipped, I think. Got it in about a week and a half or so, something like that. Anyways, I will get on with this shave. Hope y'all have been doing all right in my absence. Haven't been doing a whole lot of shaving related stuff. I mean, I still pick things up when I see them, that I see things that I want, but I haven't really been watching a lot of videos or anything like that. Shaving with a lot of DEs lately. I picked up some more vintage soaps. I got one in the mail from a buddy of mine down in Texas. Kurt Green sent me a vintage Yardley with along with the vintage aftershave Yardley. It comes with it, and they both smell really nice. It's a lavender scent. I haven't used it yet. I intend on it pretty quick, but haven't worked up to it yet. When I bought this particular brush, I bought it secondhand. I usually try to buy vintage stuff, but I like the looks of this handle, and I bought it for a guy. And the knot's a little floppier than I would like it. Not as floppy as I anticipated from how he described it, but I don't dislike it at all. I like it pretty good. Alright, let's get into here. This first pass. And this is a new blade in here in the razor, so here we go. Hope y'all are ready for Christmas. because it's coming whether you're ready or not. I'm strategically selling most of my modern soaps, a lot of sets. I'm trying to stick with the more traditional or the vintage stuff. I really enjoy using it. And most of the modern stuff's just been sitting anyway, and I thought, well, if I could move it to someone who could use it, I would be better served doing that. So it's a slow process. Here it is, Christmas, and I'm trying to sell things so that a lot of people aren't buying right now. For obvious reasons. Wind's just howling outside. It's horrible. I don't mind the cold so much. I don't like it, don't get me wrong, but I do not care for the wind. All right. Here we go, second pass against the grain. It's funny how, and I don't know if everyone is like this or not, but my beard is pretty tough. And I would used to only use, I'm sure that's incorrect grammar, but that's going to be all right. I only wanted to use aggressive razors, you know, the Micromatic open comb, or you know, a 1924 shovel head, or Gillette Bulldog. But the longer I'm doing this type of traditional shaving, the more comfort I'm looking for. And it doesn't matter so much to me anymore, normally. That my whiskers are back earlier in the day. So I've been using a lot of super speeds. I've got this bullet tip flying wing sitting out here that I used this week a couple of times. Fairly mild for what it is. A Micromatic, it's the most mild. But, you know, I just used to, if it didn't take the hide off, I didn't want to use it. And I'm not so much that way anymore. And you know, I wanted the, maybe not the latest and the greatest shave sets, but you know, I certainly want to know what everything was about. You know, whether someone was using hippo milk or octopus butter or whatever you want to say. I wouldn't call it a gimmick, but if you're into that sort of thing, you're certainly curious about it and the quality of shaves you get. And I just wonder sometimes if it's not the emperor's clothes all over every time somebody comes with something new and it's so much better, and they don't want to maybe admit that they've paid for something that wasn't any better than the stuff that they had. I don't know. I would not say I'm a minimalist because I've got a bunch of stuff, but chasing after it's just become something I don't want to do anymore. So-and-so's come out with a new this or a new that, and I'm not saying I'm not curious about it, but usually not curious enough to look after it much. Not that that's a bad thing if that's what you want to do. I'm not saying that. But there's plenty of this old stuff that I'm using right here is, to me, very good stuff. The Spinach Williams is pretty darn good, in my opinion. Colgate, or I've got several pucks of vintage Surrey soap that I really enjoy. The Old English Leather I've got, or Old Spice, Yardley, Risley. I've got a couple of 3 of those each probably. Got a Williams shave stick up here that I wouldn't take for. And is some of the newer stuff better than this? It probably is. But I like the older stuff. I don't know why, but I just do. And that, my friends, is a pretty serviceable shave right there. 3 and done. I did ask for some new shave towels for Christmas. Hopefully Santa Claus or somebody got the memo. We'll see. All right. Okay. Tai winds. I like the old Avon stuff. A lot of it, as I said before, is not usable as is, but a lot of the stuff still smells just as good as it did, and this particular bottle is one of them. All right. Well, let me recap and get off here. How about that? A black on a Flairtip, birth year, birth quarter, Semogue, Texugo, Excelsior, the vintage Williams, and the old soap holder. I don't know what you call it exactly. And Tai winds in this pipe full decanter, and Wilkinson sword from India. These are pretty darn good blades. You should try them if you're of a mind to. I'll get off here and let y'all go. I do appreciate you watching and sharing your time with me. Drop me a comment, question, comment, threat, whatever. Drop it down below. Thank you much for watching again, and Merry Christmas. We'll see y'all next time.